Okay, hello, good morning, everyone. Good day, everyone. Peter here once again, and today let's have a quick glimpse or analysis of a very popular coin lately, and its name is Dogecoin or Dogecoin or Dogcoin or whatever that is. Okay, I don't need to dig deeper into the history of the coin, but it was more of like we call it shit coins before. In a cryptocurrency world, we just simply call it shit coins, like all coins that has a trading volume of less than 100 bitcoins, or either we call it altcoins or we call it shit coins. Altcoins is a little bit higher, like they are the ones that are traded between 150 to 300, or even 400 bitcoins for trading volume. So today, let's take a quick look of um, Dogecoin, which is either overhyped, okay, and let's look at uh, several analysis so that hopefully it can help us guide on what to do next, on how to move next as far as Dogecoin is concerned. All right, let's go. Right on my screen right now, we are on a trade. Okay, let's go ahead. Okay, on my chart, and the trading view chart, we will be doing 1 hour or even 4 hours and a day time frame, and also we can go as far as low as like 5 and 10 minutes, and let's compare. Okay, on my previous videos, guy, I mentioned about the MA, one of the tools that's really important, not you know a, a- not super duper important, but quite significantly important of indicating the trend. And I use the moving average. Okay, a lot of people are used moving average. Some used MACD. Some used as well as other tools like um, trend lines. But I'm really comfortable with using the MA. So at 1 hour time frame MA, and we can see here on this time frame. Anyway, current price of Dogecoin right now is 0.07, which is, if we look at the 4 hour time frame or even a day time frame, it was only like 0.009. So with what's going on, with the hype going on in the Reddit social media, it was pumped. So there was kind of like a pump scenario. Look at this pump scenario right over here. So when there's a pump, there's always a dump. Look at that one in here. So anyone can do a hype on a coin. This is one thing with the cryptocurrency, because it's not regulated. So it's been hyped. Look at that. There was a pump sometimes on the 29, 20, 30th, I guess. No, sorry, 29 January, 29 January 30, and it pumped up. But again, the whales are the winner on this kind of game. So when they already see the pump and they think they can already have a significant profit for that one, they can immediately dump it. Like, look at this volume being dumped in here. So somebody held a huge amount of Dogecoin and then dumped it right over on this red line candle right over here. And then it trickles down slowly, because people, some probably got panic and then start the dump. So it's an oscillation scenario, it's reversal scenario. This is what make trading really fun, exciting, and scary. It's like a what literally we call the roller coaster ride. So if you know ahead, like these trends in here, you know ahead what's going on, then it can help you mitigate or even lessen your losses if you plan to like hold this one. So I have some Dogecoin, that's a fact. All right. But I am not someone who is a big fan of, holding this one for several reasons. One is that it has just been pumped. Okay, there was a hype. So if there was a hype, and ultimately when people, when the hype simmers down, then they just start to dump everything out, and this is exactly the doomsday scenario for most of the, I would say, beginner traders, but ultimately there's also a reward somewhere here. Look at that. If you know this one, if you know how to like check this, like look at this one here. This is what we call the golden cross in the MA, in the moving average, or MACD in particular, but I use MA instead of MACD. So there's the golden cross here. The golden cross, when my blue line, which is my slower meter, or meter line, slower, crosses with the middle line, that is an indication that there will be an uptrend for that one. So, and also the red line here, which is the longest line, it could tell me in advance that the market could still end up in a bullish trend. Like look at this one. But when the red line starts in here to cross, but the blue again, there's a what we call a correction. This is what we call a correction, a little bit of correction, and the candle steads, it's still engulfing this small candle right over here. So there's still a bullish trend for that one, and that's a good sign. You can still buy more. Look at this here, the blue line cross again, the yellow line. There are several numbers to be plugged in here. You can always customize the number which you think you're comfortable with. If you are a swing trader, or if you are a scalp trader, it's up to you. Scalp traders should be like a smaller number, or a smaller length. So anyway, that's on a different video. I have a discussion for that on how to analyze that. And this one right over here is a golden cross again, another attempt of a golden cross. So there is still a bullish trend. It still go up, but here's the but right now, guys. So everybody needs to watch out on this one. There's what we call a death cross right over here, and this is the 4-hour time frame. So every 4 hours, these are the amount of people. This green line right over here, this is the amount, number of traders who bought it. So it's not getting really that popular now. So people starts to dump. I have here a dump, and I have here a dump. And if you look at the 1 hour interval, 1 hour TF or time frame, look at this one. This is pretty scary, guys. There's already an hour, like people starts to dump it. That's why there's already a red line for a 4-hour candle in there. And there's an attempt to buy. A few people bought it for in 1 hour. I don't know, maybe you are one of them, okay? But again, the trend is, just to give you a bigger view, or a wider perspective, this coin was, it increased its value because of a pump scenario, because of a hype, because there was a pump. Somebody said that it's going to go up, and then look at what happened. Who benefit from this? Who benefit from this? Obviously, those who started the hype. There's a group called the pump and dump group. Okay, take note of that, and that's reality, and that's real in a cryptocurrency scenario, in the cryptocurrency trading. Not much on the regulated tokens or regulated stocks, not much on on the stocks, because it's highly regulated. But cryptocurrency, it is an open sea of people who can actually dump. So the hype about Bitcoin earlier, when Elon Musk, that he said he bought 1.5 Bitcoin. He actually bought prior to that one when he made the announcement. He's not. It doesn't mean that he's going to buy more. No, that's not the hype there. So he already bought and said that, and it became, and then it pumped. So the Bitcoin went from 45, from 40 or 37 actually to 48. Okay, it might cross up to 50, but it never, because of what we call resistance. There's a resistance in there, and we will discuss about resistance. I'll tell you about resistance and support in a few. So what happened next to that one, guys, is that, okay, he thinks he already profit, he dumped it. Look at the price of Bitcoin right now, 45. Okay, but still it's a good coin to hold, guys. It's still a good coin to hold because it has a really good history behind it compared to, I would not risk. But if you are a like kind of like a gambler type of trader, then maybe you can still profit a little on on Dogecoin. So I would probably invest on some other altcoins that's available in the market right now, like Engine, ENJ, TKMKR, MATIC, or yeah, Matic, and actually there's, sorry for that, yeah, and then let's go back because we'll talk about, let's talk more on Dogecoin. Let's talk about the tokens later when on my signal. So Dogecoin, going back. So what are the basis of my decision why I started to dump? When I saw this line over here in a 1 hour time frame, I already started to sell some of my Bitcoin. I mean, sorry, Dogecoin when I bought it somewhere here. So I made a profit, guys. That's the fact. When it crosses in a 1 hour interval right over here, when it crosses right over here, when the blue crosses the yellow line, which is an indication of the golden cross, I started to like to buy. Like I do limit buys in here. Limit buys is always the safe way to buy than the market buy. And then I started to sell it right over here. When I saw this blue line crossing the yellow line, this one right over here, guys, at the 1 hour interval, I immediately sold it. So I already sold it. I don't care if it goes up. Then the fact is, I'm already on the money on that one. And then right over here, so the trend is going down. You can only profit on this scenario right over here if you do short sell a Dogecoin. So short selling ka dito, you do a short sell here, then you might end up profiting. But some people are actually doing short sell for this one, just to let you know, guys. Okay. And when they see this, when a lot of analysts can see this is like a two candles in here. One candle is already engulfing the other candle. It's an obvious sign that it is. I mean, hopefully I'm wrong, guys. But look at this one. It engulfed, and hopefully this one at 5 minute interval can start to like engulf the red one to green one. But that's just a 5 minutes. Let's go for the 4 hour, for the 1 hour. And this one is pretty scary. The red volume of sellers outnumbers the buyers. Now, if the next line here, if this is 3, this once becomes red, there's a lot of sellers, then you need to sell your Dogecoin right now. So oscillations, guys, the second indicator why the coin can be either overbought or oversold. When it is overbought, then you have to sell it because it's overbought, right? Simple, basic analysis. Look at the Bollinger Band, MA and Bollinger Band. It's already overbought right over here. Look at this trend line over here in the middle one, this small red. Let me see. Let me like do that. The candle is already on top of the line of the median line. That's more than 60%, meaning to say that for me, when I look at that one, it is an overbought scenario. So it can tell me that, hey, Peter, you can start to sell it. So anyway, that's for the BB or the Bollinger Band. Let's go for the oscillations, guys. Look at the oscillators. If you look at the RSI, okay, RSI here, these are the really popular oscillators. It's already like, well, it's still neutral. Look at that. It looks neutral. You're still in the good right now. There's still a tendency that the market, the coin, the Dogecoin can go up or can go down because the RSI at 14 is still in the median line. But here, the Stoch RSI tells you a different story. It says it's an overbought scenario and it's going to go down because people starts to sell it. And when it starts to go down again, it's oversold, and then people starts to buy it back again. So these are the oscillations that are really important in trading. Okay, hello, good Warren Adorves. Oh, people are watching me in YouTube. Thank you. What do you think about XRP? Do you think they would ever come back? Yes, XRP is a stable coin. You know, there was a hype. XRP, actually, there was a question here. Let me show you guys on my YouTube channel. What do you think about XRP? Do you think they would ever come back? Absolutely. Absolutely. XRP has been unknown before at a really low value, even before it was so called like regularized or recognized. They have been there and they will stay there. All right. Casio Oy. All right. Okay. Good morning. Good morning from YouTube watcher. Sir, good morning. Good afternoon. Unsay airdrop, sir. Ah, wala ko airdrop. I would go for the let me do a quick let's see, what am I doing right now? Let me just say, how about engine? Engine is a good one. All right. ENJ is a good one to hold for now, probably. All right. So that is for the oscillations, guys. Okay. And then if you are interested, I can walk you through and I can teach you guys on how to do the MA and what are my numbers. Again, this is only MA. Look at these three lines. In MA, it's not only one line. You have to have three lines with different not time frame but different length for you to start analyzing the moving average of a certain coin. What does it do? It tells you whether the coin is in a bullish trend or a bearish trend. Like say for example on this one right over here, all right, is a cross line, but it's still this is consolidation time. The coin when we say the RSI is like a 50%, so it's something neutral. Like we are still it's still like uh, trying to analyze what are the move of the greater population. So right now, the sentiment is that people already got like okay, they already saw this. When they see this guy, that they see this drop, there's a drop right over here, and they can tell that hey, somebody just bought it for some reason, just to hype it up. And there's already like a dump right in here tanking, then it might eventually tank further. So you better watch out. You better be be watchful on what or when to put up or buy some token. And again, the principle behind this the same or holds true with any other stocks or a token. It's the same principle. Oscillations like um, oscillations like RSI stochastic, RSI, plain RSI at 14. Those are the oscillations tell you whether the market is either overbought or oversold. Okay, I think what I missed today is the support. All right, how to compute for the support. All right, let's go back to this one. Support, guys, most tokens move 5% and 5% up and 5% down when it is on its consolidation time. Consolidation time is like this. Today's time is very volatile. Consolidation time 5% up, 5% down. That's what we call the median line. If you do a 10% up and 10% down, that can be attributed to a support and resistance line. So when we say point zero 0.072, let me do my calculator really quick. So the price for Dutch, oh, let's say Bitcoin, BTC, guys. Let's go for BTC. It's easier for you to BTC USDT. There you go. So right now Bitcoin is on the 44. I'm waiting for it to go. The resistance for it consolidated somewhere on the 46. Tried to after the hype, but again the hype. Look at this range here. 10% down and 10% up for the support. So 44,353 minus 10%. So support would be somewhere at 39 or 40. So there is still a tendency for this Bitcoin to go to 39 at most. All right, 39 at most down. That's the dip. That's the support for the 10% trading. And anything below that one, it's already a tanking scenario. Somebody is really pissed off for that. All right. And the bullish one, if Who knows? Somebody's going to hype again. Warren Buffett or who else there? Who else? Like Jack Ma or Bezos will say, okay, I'll start accepting Bitcoin. I'll probably invest like 2 billion worth of Bitcoin, and they already bought right now. If you can tell if somebody bought, guys, like look at the candle for a 4 hour or 1 hour interval. 4 hour. Some of them like buy this way so that they would trick people. Okay, this is kind of like a trick. Like this one, it's a big buy. This look at this volume right over here from 39. This is a big buy. This is when Elon bought. This is how much Elon bought probably. Let me see. Let me see. Let me go to the 4 hours interval. So we can analyze. This where you see the technical evidences, guys. All right. It's easy. All right. So here's the big one here. He already bought here, and he made announcement somewhere when February what? Where? February, February. I don't know when he made announcement, but he already bought this much, and probably slowly bought a series number of bitcoins right over here. And then he made an announcement somewhere in the fifth, on the third. Look what happened when people starts buying. Who win this time? Elon. So Elon just made a more than a quarter of $1 billion profit. So he just made about $400 million in one day for this. Like this, in this is how much profit he made when it bumped up right over there. Okay. So yeah, that's the fact, guys. This is the quick, and this is how this graph, this scenario can tell you on what's going on. So he already, oh, look at this. Do you see this candle right? Dump. It's a dump, and this one another dump right over here. So I would start, I would really recommend to put a limit buy somewhere in 43. Okay, there's a cross right over here. This is now the death scenario. We call it the death cross. Okay, when death cross comes in, ding, 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 the empire will strike back right over here. Okay, so somewhere in the 41 lane or 43 lane, then you can start buying. And again, I said you can also start buying right now. Start slowly accumulating using a DCA method. Do not buy in bulk. Buy in DCA, meaning dollar cost averaging. You buy 500 worth of Bitcoin. You buy 100 of Bitcoin worth of Bitcoin next day. The next day you buy, not on one time buying, and you can sell also in the same manner. We call it strategy, guys, as DCA, dollar cost averaging, and it's really helpful for people who wants to invest in a very long time. All right. Okay. Hopefully that helps. Okay, that's all for today, guys. So watch out for our next signal. I don't have any signal yet today, and I'll be giving out signal in my next live blog for you. Thank you for watching. Pedro here once again with Crypto Damos. Boom.